So this is my stadium right here, guys. Fully completed. Already has everything I want in it. And I've already filled up 88% of the max capacity of props and accessories that I could put into this stadium. Yo, what is up everyone? It's Toshiro time. Today I'm going to be showing you something really cool. It's for next gen. What we're going to show you is Stadium Creator. I've already made a few stadiums, so I'm really excited to show you them. But let's go check it out right now. So first, what we're going to do here is go to the top right corner where it says create, and under Stadium Creator, we obviously just click that. And it's going to give us a whole list of stadiums. So there's a bunch of already pre-made templates, and I've already made a few stadiums. So here we have Toshi Stadium right here as well. I'm just going to show you a little tour and example of it really quick. All right, so first thing you want to do is change your edit mode to pro mode. That way you can customize everything from head to toe. Then you're going to go to stadium properties. You're going to be able to change the stadium name, stadium place, location, altitude, year built, template, and seating color. If you didn't have your edit mode on pro, you wouldn't even be able to change your stadium name. Now we already have our name. Toshi Stadium is located in the OC of California, 0 altitude because it's at the beach, and it's built, yes, this year, 2021. So we're gonna leave it at that. Next, you're gonna wanna change your scenery. I've already covered a lot of my scenery. As you can see, it's filled with parking lots, roads, buildings, you name it. So we're gonna go check over here, but the scenery is gonna allow you to change nearby scenery and your distant scenery. So as you see here, we got a patch of grass. In the scenery mode, you're able to change the grass type. You can change it to sand, Southwest desert, cement, concrete, frosted grass. It could be anything you want it to be, but I'm gonna keep it at grass too. I like that dark green grass. You can actually change background distant scenery. I like the coastal view, but you can change it to medium city, mountains, rock, small, tropics, urban, you name it, you could probably change it to. I like it coastal, so that way I could be right next to the beach. As you can see, we got the water on this side. The next option is field. Field allows you to change the different color of your grass, and it also allows you to change the pattern of your grass too as well. So in the outfield wall setting, you can actually choose a bunch of different presets as your walls. But if you want to stay competitive, they must stay within these wall presets. You can customize these walls, but you just can't play them competitively if you just adjust any wall 1 inch, 1 move. So it's easy to go back to any of these presets and just click on which one you want. One thing you're allowed to do is change the foul poles as well. So if you zoom in with the R1 button, you can go to the foul pole and make sure you're highlighting it. If you press select prop, you're allowed to change out the different types of poles. And I actually like this bigger pole right here, so I'm gonna select that one right there. Now, if you wanted to change some of the seating, which I've already done to my stadium, you could actually change any of it. So if you select the frame, it's highlighted with the white dotted lines. You're allowed to change it and just go right and left, and it changes the different style of the seating. But if you go to square and press inventory, there's so many different options that you can choose from. And there's a lot of different objects that you can add to the stadium. As you see, I added a pool, some canopies with some seating, a nice stage. I got another canopy and pool right here as well, along with a booth. And it's looking pretty nice. So this is my stadium right here, guys. Fully completed, already has everything I want in it, and I've already filled up 88% of the max capacity of props and accessories that I could put into this stadium. And this stadium holds 56,000 people in this stadium, so it's an absolute beast of a stadium. Definitely considered a professional stadium. Hands down, one of my favorite things in MLB The Show 21, and I'm absolutely in love with it. But let's go into another field, and we're gonna create something different. There's so many different stadiums that you can choose from. You could even be in the snow if you wanted to. All right, so let's go into a new stadium right here really quick. So let's just go to Random Me really quick. This is not my design. This is just another template that they provide for you, but we can customize anything in any stadium. That's the fun of it. So first thing we're gonna do, obviously we're gonna go into pro mode. We're gonna leave the properties as it is. Random is fine right now, and we're gonna keep it as so, but we're gonna change the scenery now. Let's go with a different color grass. We're gonna go with the grass 1, it's a lighter grass, and we'll put it in a tropical area. The next thing we'll do is change the grass. We'll actually leave it as turf, but we will change the design. We'll get the nice small checkered pattern, and we're gonna leave the dirt at dirt 6. I really like dirt 6. So as we're choosing our wall presets, we're gonna look at this top area right here with that red circle and the line through it. That means that this wall is not competitive. Now, the only reason why that this wall is not competitive is not because that it's a bad wall. It's because if you look at the left field corner, the stands are actually going into the field. So we can't have that in a stadium, no matter how good or bad the wall is, no matter what. So what we're gonna do is find a nice even wall that goes around nice and easy. We got the 330 and the 330 and a 415 wall, so it's deep in center field. You gotta absolutely hit it a ton. The things you can do with the wall are gonna be change the material. As you can see, if you just press X, it changes the material. But let's just leave this wall how it is, and let's get to customizing our stadium. So let's just say that we don't like this rhino statue in our stadium. You got 2 boards underneath, and it just kind of doesn't really fit. So what we're gonna do here is just hold on the circle, and it's gonna delete. Now you saw that wheel go. That means that it's deleting, and you can cancel your deletion if you wanted to. So we're gonna do it over here. We'll do it over here. And we're just gonna delete all this stuff right here. And what I'm doing is freeing up space. And as you can see, the percentage will go down in the top right corner. To zoom in and to zoom out, you have R1 and L1. So as I'm just deleting this, the percentage is slowly going down. It was at 53, now it's at 52. The bigger the object really is, the more percentage it's gonna take. So you see how I'm now at 51% now in the top right corner. That means I still got 49% to play with, and we're gonna leave that like so. So let's just say, you know what, I really like the way this field is set up, but I just want to add more seating to it. It only holds 24,000 people. I want to be able to hold at least 30. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna delete all this background stuff. How you're gonna add new seating is you're gonna press square as the add prop, and then what you're gonna want to do is, you see a guitar here, right? That's the very first set of items and inventory that they have. You're gonna want to press square to see all kits. Now when you see all kits, you have a whole list of stuff: scoreboard, signs, concessions, trees, etc., all the way down to where you can see stands. So when we press add prop, it's gonna bring us to the seating that we want to add. Now you can only move it back, forward, left, and right. To toggle the height, you're gonna press triangle, and that locks it in to only move the height to go up and down. So I want it to go right to about the same height as where the other seating is. And I'm gonna actually press triangle again to unlock it. And now I'm going to move it super close. Now to line it up perfectly, what we're gonna do is press L3, and that's called the toggle snap. The toggle snap will automatically lock it into place to where it matches up perfectly to the other set of seating. So now I can press X and it's gonna place, and now I have another pair of seating that I can add to this stadium, which is already gonna lock in place because I already have the L3 toggle snap feature on. Now there's different angles to it. So now if I wanted to angle it a little bit more, I'm gonna click on the angle feature, and I'm gonna keep going now. All right, so we're gonna end our seating right there. And what you're gonna wanna do to make sure that the seating looks apart is you're gonna wanna add a little wall. And it's a little enclosure to make sure it looks like it fits together. Now, since it's a little high, what I'm gonna do is press triangle for the height control and bring it down a little bit. The toggle snap only works when it's around something. If I go a little bit closer and then I press toggle snap, it's gonna lock into place like so. And if I press X during the toggle snap, it will automatically lock in place. So now we have it ready to go. And it seems like that is adding seating, and it looks more like a home stadium too as well. So what you're gonna do is bring it down super close. And sometimes I like to get a better angle on it, so I'll move it to the other side. As you can see, sometimes I'm like looking at a better angle, and sometimes you might want to zoom in to make sure that it's actually pretty close to it. So make sure that your height control is unlocked so you can bring it back and make sure it's all good. Then you're gonna, nope, toggle snap does not work sometimes. So that may be a little issue. So what we're gonna do is customly place it. And sometimes you really gotta get fine detailed with it to make it look as if you really were gonna be at a stadium. So it looks like it fits pretty good. It looks like it measures up. So what we're gonna do is just place it like so. And it may not fit perfectly, but it fits right now. So what I'm gonna do is try to toggle, snap this one into place. And it looks like it fits perfectly now. So now as I'm rounding it out, you can kind of see that it is working. And now I want to change my seating to a straight line. And then I will end it with another curve. And just like the other one, we're going to end it with a wall that you can toggle snap into place like so. So now you got a double decker, and we've added over 5,000 seats just for this game. Now let's say you want to move this object, you want to keep this object, but you don't want it in this right place. So what we're gonna do is take this glove, we're gonna select it, select prop, and we're gonna drag it all the way where we want it. And we want it to where it's like they hit a home run and we catch it. Now if I bring it too close to the fence, it's gonna be red. That means that it could layer over and it could interfere with gameplay. So what we want to do is make sure it's all the way back until it's not red anymore, and then you're good to place it wherever you want. You can toggle height and have it floating in the air like that, or you can have it on the ground. And for me, I like it to look more realistic, so we're just gonna put it right on the ground like so. And we can get rid of these as well again, and then we can put more seating. So when we add a new object or a new prop, it's gonna take us to our last prop that we messed with. Now we go back to all kits, which was the square button, and we go back down to stands, and we look for the stands that we want to add. Just like last time, the toggle snap feature might not work, so we're just gonna try to get as precise as we can to make it match up. So we like to zoom in and make sure that it's aligned to each other. Sometimes I'll check the back side of it too to make sure that it is pretty even. It looks like you can still see a line. So what we're gonna do is toggle the height. And as you can see, after I toggle the height, it takes away the line. So that looks pretty good right there. We're gonna leave it at that. Then what we're gonna do is just add another seating spot, like so. And then after that, those should lock in probably good. And you don't need to you can just spam the X button until you're happy with however many seats you have. And then always at the edge, I always like to turn it a little bit just to give it more of a realistic effect. But we gotta always add the wall to make it finish off. And as it's going in, we're good to go. So this glove is actually in the way, so we're gonna move it all the way to the back. Now, since I have it on height control, I can lift it up, press triangle again, and move it back, and then press triangle again, and then move it down till I'm happy of where it's at. So it looks like it's in the ground, so we're good to go. No scoreboard, so we're gonna put a big scoreboard right here. What you wanna do is add props, and then go to all kits, because remember, it always takes your last item that you worked with, and you're gonna wanna find scoreboards. So we see a bunch of different scoreboards right here. And let's make sure that it's facing the right way. And we can choose our perfect scoreboard that fits us the best. So when you add a scoreboard, let's add something nice and flashy like this one. And we'll just place it like so. Now, you can be super creative with what you add to the stadium. We're gonna move our scoreboard actually to the back corner, and we're gonna delete this. That way we can put some distracting stuff in right field if we wanted to. Or you can just leave it professional. You could add more seating if you wanted to. Now there's so many different things you could choose to put up here. You could put signs where in front of the stands, you could put concession stands, you could put trees, plants, features. Now features are pretty cool because you could put a lot of different things to make your scenery just how you want it. Now you can even go crazy and have a UFO if you wanted to have it on here. So let's just be crazy and add a UFO. You could actually have the UFO here and you could duplicate it, or you could have it floating in the air by using the height control feature. The only rule is you can't have anything over the fence, meaning that it could get hit by a fly ball or any feature like that. So you can't have anything covering the field. So it has to be behind the wall. So as long as it's behind, you could have as many flying saucers as you want, and we'll make them different heights. So that way it's just a little bit different and they're all over the place. So now we got a full stadium with a bunch of UFOs when it turned from a normal stadium to something absolutely crazy. Now since we didn't mess with any of the wall presets, we can use this in competitive play. Our whole stadium is absolutely gorgeous. We got the parking lot and everything and the buildings around it. And as you can see, this looks like a professional stadium to me. I don't know about you, but this is what I came up with. This took me probably a good 2 hours to build. I built it on one of my Twitch streams. You could have watched me build it. As you see, we got the nice background in the center field wall. We got a little MLB stage as well back here with a nice little party view. You got the big stadiums, you got the big scoreboards, you got the signs that say hit it here. This is the stadium that I'm super proud of. We got our nice parking lots, we got the buildings, the office buildings for front office. We got a nice little gym here as well too. We got the little palm trees because we're not right near the beach, and we got all the good amenities too as well at this stadium. Alright guys, and that's it for this video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to get that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. With that being said guys, I'll see you guys next time, and have a great day.